I just spent the last 30 minutes crying as I read about all the mass deportations that are starting to occur, and also seeing okay.
Following DT inauguration, there have been reports of planned ICE raids targeting undocumented immigrants in major US cities, including Chicago. DT deportation plan is about to hit hard. Tom Homan has announced what he calls a shock to kick off mass deportation right after inauguration. The mass deportation is not happening in Miami or Chicago only, but in all major cities in US. It's
gonna try to make it through. Seeing the aftermath of the fires in Los Angeles and knowing that a lot of the population that was affected were Latinos and people of color, and I just felt so much grief and anger because growing up being an immigrant kid, and having to grow up with a realization that you could go to school and your parents could get deported while you're at school and you come home and they're not there, was a real fear that I had as a child. Also, having to watch your parents go work their second job as soon as you got home from school and locking yourself in your room because that was the only way to keep you safe because your parents couldn't afford a babysitter. Growing up with all of that, and just trying your best and going to school and pretending like you're just like every other kid is an experience that I don't wish on anyone. And it's been so hard to see the amount of hate that has grown as the Trump MAGA supporters have kind of come out of the woodwork, and they call us criminals, and they call us these awful things, and it's like at some point it just wears you down, and I just want to live in a place where I feel wanted and I feel like I matter, not like I'm this topic of debate and that my existence should be questioned as to whether or not I'm supposed to be here. And that's all I have for now.
Chicago, born and raised. Deportation is going to start on January 21st. What that means is if you have no paperwork to prove that you can be in the United States, they're going to start rounding up people left and right that are undocumented. Now, Chicago is a sanctuary city. What that means is it protects people that do not have paperwork, that are here illegally. But unfortunately, the Trump administration is not playing no games. The governor cannot save you. The mayor cannot save you. Trump's not playing no games. As he was campaigning, he was letting everybody know what's going to happen. Now, my advice to anybody that does not have paperwork in Chicago, do not be outside thinking you're going to be safe, that this is not going to happen. This administration is not playing no games. They're coming after everybody that's in this country illegally. What they're telling you is they want you to come here, but they want you to come here legally with paperwork. So Chicago is going to see something that has never been seen in our history. Be careful. Do not do nothing stupid. If you get caught, just follow the rules and see what happens.
immigrants, undocumented people have built the country. They have did their best to build themselves, to build their families, and also to build the country. But as of DT have said, you've had a lot of his uh, speeches. He said he's going to deport a lot of people, a lot of undocumented people on the first day. And right after inauguration, things are going into action, starting from Chicago, because Chicago is like it's like a state which allows like a lot of immigrants, and then they protect them. So it's gonna start in Chicago. But some of the states are saying that they are not going to put like force, they are not going to put police in there. It's just ICE raids. But some people are going to get deported, man. This is something very touching, very hard, because it's not easy to understand. You come in the country to dream. You come in the country to work. You come in the country to make money, But sometime you have to understand one part. Listen to this. Yes, you are undocumented. Let me tell you, there is no country which can allow undocumented. Yes, we agree. We agree. Me and you, we agree that US is a country of different people, different dreams that come together to build such a beautiful country. So it means even if you come there, you have to be legal. You have to search for documents to make you legal, even if you come when you're not legal. So when you're still waiting or you're still in the process, now you find yourself in a situation where you're going to be deported. This is a very harsh and a very really really sad situation to find in yourself.
Do you think that the undocumented immigrants that were detained in Bakersfield, California a week or so ago would have gone to work if they knew that these immigration raids were going to happen on that day? No, I don't think they would. We already know when the ICE immigration raids are going to happen here in Chicago. They've given us a time frame. Now, I don't trust the mass media. They're saying that it's going to begin Tuesday, January 21st. Originally, I had heard that these ICE raids in Chicago were going to begin on Trump's inauguration day, Monday, January 20th. And if anything, Trump's been campaigning on the fact that he would start these massive immigration raids on his first day in office. So plan for it happening on Monday. Now let's talk about Chicago and its responsibility as a sanctuary city. Now, one, do I think that the mayor or any of these representatives are going to do anything to really protect our most vulnerable, undocumented immigrant community here in Chicago? No, I don't think they are. It's all political theater. It really depends on you, me, all of the allies, people that understand that immigrants are what make Chicago, and not just Chicago, but our entire country, what it is today. So what can we be doing? Well, let's disrupt some stuff. How about nobody goes to work this week? Call off sick, everybody. If you own a restaurant and you know that your back-end staff are undocumented people, how about you let them take this week off with pay? How about we disrupt Chicago's Restaurant Week? It's supposed to start on Friday. How is Chicago's Restaurant Week going to function if our most vulnerable community members, the undocumented immigrants in this city, don't feel safe? Let's shut it all down. If you're an ally, if you work in the restaurant, the entertainment industry, everybody call off sick if you work in any of these fields that depend on immigrants. And for all those that claim that this is just fear-mongering, no, it's not. We saw what happened in Bakersfield, California. And guess what? They didn't just target undocumented people. They also detained American citizens until they were able to prove that they were American citizens. That's racial profiling. And guess what? I'm praying and advocating for even those people that voted against their interests. So We have a very limited amount of time to get this going, but let's shut Chicago down. Let's protect our most vulnerable members in this city, and let's show the world what a sanctuary city does to protect its community members, its neighbors.
We are getting word that the mass deportation raids are going to begin on Tuesday in the city of Chicago. I first learned that these raids would begin quickly at a town committee meeting here on Thursday. We did not know where they would begin. We did not know when. Now the Wall Street Journal is reporting that they will begin on Tuesday in Chicago. And here is what a lawyer told us. If you are an American citizen, carry identification on you that can prove your citizenship or legal status. That could be a real ID driver's license. That could be a passport. Have that with you, particularly if you work in a place where there are undocumented individuals or live in a community that could be densely populated with them as well. It is likely they are just going to round folks up and they're not going to ask that many questions. So please, this involves personal safety and liberty. So please pay attention to what is going on. If you are able to document any of this safely with your cameras, by video, please do so and be sure to post that to whatever platform is available. The more information that is out there, the better. We need information and we need community. If I get more information, I will be sure to bring that to you, including other locations. It is likely not going to stop at Chicago. Other major cities, likely Democratic cities, will be targeted next.
This comes to my mind. These people have been here for a long time, long time. And now in 2025, they are getting deported. Who is going to do the job they were doing? Yes, it's going to open an employment. Many jobs are going to be available, but those jobs, man, it's hard. It's hard. It's hard because those guys, they were important people, to the community, to the country, because they were building the economy of the country, because they are getting paid low. Yes, they are undocumented. They don't have documents. So they do those jobs. They go in the farms, they pick crops, they do all the jobs, Now they are not there. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? And some people have voted to make these people to get deported. Yes. Yes. And those people are their friends, are their brothers, they are close, even relatives. They are getting deported. Many people are scared right now because they are scared of the plans. They are scared of the force that is coming in, starting this date, as I told you, 21st January. So many people are scared of what's going to happen to their life, to their families. Some are going to be separated, yes, from their families. You're going to be separated from your family, or even, I don't know, maybe the parents are going to be separated from the kids. I don't know. But that's what is happening, So this is the FAFO season, my friend. This is the FAFO season. You F around and it's a find out, man. It's a find out, which is very sad. DT's immigration policies were controversial. Some Latinos voters supported his stance on securing borders. You've seen that some trending videos that borders are now secured. There were some people who are trying to come into the US. Right now, they are crying at the border. So the border is secured now. It's very sad. It's very sad. So some people supported his stance on securing borders and addressing illegal immigration, believing it will lead to more orderly system. So now the orderly system is going to affect 20 million people that he's planning to deport, to take them outside of this country. Very sad situation. Very sad. Very sad. These guys have worked hard. These guys have built economy. These guys did a lot of jobs. These guys did what everyone cannot do. But right now, they're being deported. Now, tell me in the comment section, what will be the economic impact of the mass deportation? Because I think it's going to be some economic impacts on mass deportation, because what these guys were doing, I don't know who's going to do the job. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section. Let's catch up in the next episode.